Hi guys, how are you? Long time no see, I know, but a little update of my life. I have recently, it's been a month, but I did change my job, and because of those responsibilities, I was unable to film videos. That's that. However, today I am here to share with you all the books that I am going to get rid of before 2026. I know you all know me. I am a hoarder. It is in this channel only that I have said it several times that I'm going on a book buying ban, but I always end up buying more books somehow or the other. So, but I think something in the past few months that I have not been filming actively and I have been doing other things, something has monumentally inside me shifted. Like it was very and I never thought that minimalism in book would be something that I would ever consider, to be honest, because I believe that I am a minimalist when it comes to, yeah, there is always, a tractor driving by when I'm trying to shoot a video, but it is what it is, I guess. If this year has taught us anything, it's it is what it is. Anyway, so as I was saying, um, book minimalism was something that I never thought that I would consider. And I do believe that I am a minimalist when it comes to other stuff like, makeup, skincare, clothes. I don't know what else. Like every other aspect of my life, I think, pretty minimalist. But when it came to book, I have always been a maximalist. I have always been a hoarder. But yeah, I don't know what happened, and I I actually don't know how I came to terms with this fact that I'm going to get rid of some of my books that I have not at all enjoyed. So anyway, um however I have reached this, spiritual part in my reading journey, I am going to share with you a couple of books that I am going to get rid of before next year. Getting rid of does not mean that these books are going to get destroyed or anything. I'm going to give it to my friends. There is one specific friend. She shares my love with the books, so I know that whatever I give it to her, these books will find home. Then I'm going to give it to my sisters. So they also, all three of them, like I have more sisters, but three of them do share my love for books. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to them. The first book is My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and L.J. Shen. Um, this is the book. This was Marriage of Convenience genre, and this book was the worst read for me for this year. I read this book this year and it was just the worst thing I have ever read because, like, the female main character had absolutely no personality whatsoever. Her entire personality was getting married and having kids, and she was going to go to great lengths, for like too demented lens to make that happen. So yeah, My Dark Romeo is going to be the first book that I am going to get rid of. The next book is this Night Shift by Annie Crown. again, I have annotated this book, but I do not enjoy this book at all. Like the main, again, the female main character, I cannot, absolutely cannot believe that like, there is a whole thing about men written by women because they are so good. I don't get it why women written by women are so stupid. Like there has not been a single um like there has been a good, progress in that sphere, but I would like to see more progress. I think in 2026 we should get rid of a stupid female character. We have brains and we have feelings, we have a personality. It is not about just about a guy. So, yeah, in this book, the female main character says it multiple times that, she hates it when there is a fight, when people assume things, when there is a whole trope of misunderstanding. And then she goes on and does it herself in, in her own life, and I don't understand it, and it was such a big deal. And then, I mean, there was no plot. The entire plot was misunderstanding. And what pisses me off was she was very actively hating on misunderstanding plots in the books she read. So, yeah, that was that. That's why I'm getting rid of Night Shift by Annie Crown. Then I have Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Marriage of Convenience trope has made me buy some weird books, and one of those weird books is this one. Um, it was okay, and then it was not. The fiction was fictioning to the full potential in this one, and I pretty much forgot whatever was in this book. So yeah, I'm getting rid of this as well. Then we have Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. Look at the length of this book. And um, I just don't know. I was a hoarder. When I read this book, I cringed because the both the characters were in their late 30s or early 40s, and they were behaving like teenagers. And still I bought it because I was a hoarder then. I read this book in, I think, on somebody's Kindle, and then I bought it because I needed to possess a book that I had read, even though I did not like it. And now, since I have come to terms with getting rid of books, so yeah, this is going to go with one of my cousins, I guess. Then we have a popular classic edition of Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Not that I did not love this book, I have not even read it. So, why am I getting rid of it? Because I bought a Penguin edition of this book and I'm going to read that one. So, this one I'm going to give it to my friend. So, yeah. Another book, and this is a borrowed book. So anyway, I thought that I would love this book because it's Leo Tolstoy's Family Happiness, and I ended up not liking it at all. And I borrowed it because I thought that I love it and then I'll keep it and then I'll give my sister a new book. But yeah, since I did not like it and I have annotated it, she wanted to keep this copy instead of getting a new one. So I'm going to give this copy to her. Another very pretty Penguin archive is Christina Rossetti's To Read and Dream. Again, from the title, I thought that I am going to love this collection of poems, but I did not. So I'm going to give this one to my sister because I know she'll appreciate it so much more. These two books I have hard time letting go of because of how pretty the cover the covers are. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah. Then I have this book, Divine by Blood. I have never heard of it. I have never heard of the author. I don't know anything about it. I bought this when I was a teenager, and I used to think that I must possess every book and I should just, if they are on sale, I must buy it. And I got it on sale, and I have never heard about it. I'm not going to read it, so I'm going to give this to my whoever is going to claim this. So yeah. Another book, one of the first books that I read when I began reading again was Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Yep. It's not in a very good condition, but I'm going to get rid of it because I did not again like the female main character. And not just that, I recently read a book called Collide. I don't know why they keep on doing this. Like, okay. So I recently read a book called Collide by Bal Khabra, and it was very much similar to this Icebreaker. So I'm going to keep that one because I loved it so much more than this one. Another book that I'm going to get rid of is Lynn Painter's Mr. Wrong Number. Yep. Um, when I read Lynn Painter's Better Than the Movies, I thought I'm going to love every book written by her because she's just that funny. But, and this was like, it was promised fun to me. Didn't. I did not enjoy this one bit. Um, I hate Reddit, so yeah, it's only fair that I give it to somebody who is going to enjoy it more than I did. Then I have an annotated copy of Bride by Ollie Hazelwood. Um, Even though I have read a lot of Ollie Hazelwood's book, I just did not enjoy two of her books, and one of which was Bride. After reading this, it put me in a Ollie Hazelwood slump, and not in a good way, because after that I have not read any Ollie Hazelwood book. This was just not it for me, and even though again this was Marriage of Convenience, so given by the whole going by the whole list of books, Marriage of Convenience has done me so dirty as a trope. But yeah, we are going to persist as readers, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. Then another Ollie Hazelwood. This is slowly turning into a Ollie Hazelwood hate video. But yeah, another book of her that I'm going to get rid of is Love on the Brain. Okay. Love on the Brain. Yep. Now the cover is visible. So I'm going to get rid of this because again, I did not enjoy it at all. So yeah. Hopefully, like from the annotations, it looks like I did love the book. But yeah. The second last book that I'm going to get rid of is Dopamine Detox by Thibaut Maurice. Um, this book taught me that even, reading can be a dopamine addiction. And I get it when you read, especially with a smart. People read so much as smart because it does give a certain dopamine hit to them. And it was good, but not so good as to keep it. This could easily be a Instagram post. That's it. Then we have this classic edition of Jerome K. Jerome's Three Men in a Boat. And I'm getting rid of this because there is just so much noise, and I'm really sorry about it, but I have to keep shooting if I have to shoot within daylights. Anyway, this is the last book. So, Three Men in a Boat, I'm getting rid of this because I already have a copy of Penguin, a Penguin edition of Three Men in a Boat, even though I have not read either of them. So, yeah, that would tell you that I am a hoarder, and I'll try to get rid of more books. But for that, I have to keep on reading, and you do the same. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.